Hello everybody, we're going to start doing some more practice problems with two-step equations, and then you're going to have to put a few answers into one of our quizzes, and there's going to be a mystery word at the end of this video, so make sure you watch it right till the end. So this is how I always like to start. Oops, draw this equal sign all the way down. Remember we called that the Great Wall of China? So the first step is always to undo any adding or subtracting, and I see this plus 9, so I got to do the opposite of that. What's the opposite of adding 9? Well, we got to subtract 9 from both sides. That makes it go away over here. So all I have left, and this is a common mistake, people forget to bring this down, but I have 5x left on this side. And 5x is equal to, well, what's 24 minus 9? 15. Ooh, that's a nice number to divide by 5. So now, I see this says 5x, which means 5 times x. So now I got to do the opposite of multiplying. Yep, which is dividing. Divide both sides by 5. Anything divided by itself is 1. So 1 times x is x. So now I got that all by itself on one side of the equation. And then I have to ask myself, how many 5s are there in 15? Well, there's 3 of them. So, see right here it says check all solutions. So that's a little gift. Let's check and see if it's right. The way I like to do it is I rewrite the equation, but instead of the x, I'm putting a box because I'm going to put a number in there. Plus 9 equals 24. I don't have to do my Great Wall of China here. What I have to do is I have to figure out, well, what number am I putting in the box? Well, this is the number I'm putting in the box right here, because that's the number I got for x that makes the equation true. I'm switching pens. You know I like my pens. Look, I got a whole set of them. Look at this. Let me show you. I ordered this from Shipt, and it came with my groceries. Yay! Because I forgot to bring my favorite pens home. So I think I'm going to use blue and red today. I'm going to put that aside. Remember, these are my favorite erasable ones. So now this is the number right here. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I'm going to put that 3 in the box. And because they're right next to each other, it means multiply. So 5 times 3 is 15. I still have the plus 9, and it still equals 24. And what's 15 plus 9? Well, it's 24. So I know I did it right. It's almost like I'm the teacher. Woohoo! Let's take a look at this guy. I'm going to start with my Great Wall of China. First thing I have to do, undo adding and subtracting. So I do see a minus 1 there. I got to do the opposite of the minus 1, which is the plus 1. Plus 1, bam, goes away. What do I have left? Some number divided by 8. Yay, that's easy. And I have 3 negatives and I have 1 positive. So obviously I have more negatives. So I know my answer is going to be negative. How many more negatives do I have? 2 of them. So now let's read that. You know what that says? That says a number divided by 8. And I want to do the opposite of dividing by 8. What's the opposite of dividing? Multiplying. So I'm just going to throw it right up here. And I'm going to put it right next to this one. Anything divided by itself is 1. 1 times k is k. Got my variable all by itself. That was my goal. So now, let's think about this. Negative 2 times 8. Well, remember with integers, when the signs are different, your product is going to be negative. So 2 times 8 is 16. Let's see if this works out, because I got that special gift of the checking, right? I'm going to divide that by 8, then take away 1, and hopefully it equals negative 3. So let's see. What am I putting in the box? Switching colors. Negative 16 is going in the box. Negative 16 is going in the box there. Let's see. I got to start with, when you're using the order of operations, I have to start with multiplying or dividing. So here I have dividing, right? And when, with integers, when the signs are different, my quotient now is going to be negative. How many 8s are there in 16? 2 of them. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm smart. Did you get this right too? Negative 2 minus 1. Well, I got both of these are negatives. I have 2 negatives and I have 1 negative. How many negatives do I have altogether? I got 3 negatives. Bam! Got that one right too. Oh, look at this. That one looks a little bit different than the other ones because, look, I got a cup of coffee. This one, my variable's on this side, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. I can solve, my goal is just to get it all by itself. I'm starting with my Great Wall of China again. So, I can't do anything on this side. Remember, I'm working on the side with the variable. I want to undo adding or subtracting first. So I got to get rid of this minus 4. What's the opposite? Yep, plus 4, both sides. Bam. That makes that go away. And so that's 0 now. So 3m plus 0 is 3m. Now, if you're not sure, take out a calculator or use a calculator online. I know that I have more negatives here. I got 61 negatives and I have 4 positives. So, let's put it in our calculator. Remember, this little button down here is your negative, not your minus. Negative, whoa, come on. Come on. This is all being kooky. Negative 61 plus, I think it was 4. Yep, plus 4. Well, that equals negative 57. Oh, I bet 57 is going to be an easy number for 3 to go into. Let's see if that's true. 3 times m, I got to get rid of the 3. What's the opposite of multiplying by 3? We're going to divide both sides by 3. So, bam, anything divided by itself is 1. 1 times m is m. I got that m all by itself. So now, can you figure this one out, or should we use the calculator? First of all, I know my quotient, which is the answer to a division problem, is going to be negative. Let's put it in our calculator, and I still have that negative 57 there. I could use it if I wanted to. Negative 57 divided by 3 equals negative 54. Or I could have done n over d button. Negative 57 over 3, enter. What? Look what I did here. Mrs. Mirza. Sometimes we make mistakes. Well, I knew. I just wanted to show you guys. This right here is division. This right here was adding. So you got to watch out what you're doing, even what you're putting in your calculator. So let's take a look here. The answer is there is negative 19 3s and 57. Let's see if this works out. Rewrite your equation. Negative 61 equals 3, put the box there, 3 times some number, minus 4. Now, what number am I putting in the box? Yep, negative 19, because that's the number I got that makes this equation true. I'm putting it right here. So, nothing happens to that side. With order of operations, I got to start with this multiplication first. So I'll have negative, 3 times negative 19. 3 times, don't put minus, use the negative, 19. Let's make sure I got that right. 3 times negative 19. See that right there? Bam. Enter. Negative 57. Negative 57 minus 4. Oh, that's going to work out really nicely. They're both negatives, so I know I'm going to have more negatives, right, than anything. I got 57 negatives and I got 4 negatives. So 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Yay! Got another one right. Look at that. So let's do one more together, and then I'm going to assign maybe 3, and then there's the mystery word coming up. Let's take a look at this one. I want to start with this one. Why do I want to start with this one? Because what does that negative y mean? Well, we know there's like an imaginary 1 in front of that. So there's a negative 1y there. I don't know if I'm going to need it or not, but I'm going to put it there anyways. So I'm going to draw my line. But I don't see, all I see is this is my subtraction. But really, when they say undo adding or subtraction, they're saying get rid of that number, not the variable term. Get rid of the number first. So I want to get rid of this 5. So I'm going to put negative 5 here, and then negative 5 here. It means I'm subtracting 5 from both sides. Bam, that goes away. I have negative 1y left. And that's equal to, well, I have 18 and I'm taking away 5. That leaves me with 13. So now, the reason I like having that -1 there is because this would have said 13 minus y. But I don't want to know what minus y or negative y is. I want to know what positive y equals. So I'm just going to get rid of that -1. It says multiply -1 times y. Do the opposite of multiplying by -1. Just divide both sides by -1. Bam! Anything divided by itself is 1. 1 times y is y. And I know that's positive 1 because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And now, how many? I know that when the signs are different, my quotient or my answer is going to be negative. And how many ones are there in 13? 13 of them. So it says here that my answer is -13 equal to y. So let me let's check this by rewriting this equation. 18 equals 5 minus 1 times some number. So they think they're tricking us, but they're not tricking us. We know what we're doing. We're going to start by putting this right here, -13, in the box, because that's a number I got that made the equation true. -13. So, can't do anything on that side. 5. Well, what's -1 times -13? Oh, well, a negative times a negative is positive. So now I have 18 equals 5 times 13. Bam! 18. All right, so according to what I said, there's a mystery word. And today's mystery word is, the mystery word is, I like animals. Who else likes animals? Anybody? How about if we make our mystery word armadillo? Armadillo. Armadillo is our mystery word. So, today I'm just going to give you 3 problems to do. Problem 4, problem 5, and problem 6. And our mystery word, armadillo. So there's going to be 4 questions, plus 3 questions plus the mystery word in your quiz today. So that's it. I hope you guys are doing great. If you want to do the other problems for practice, go right ahead. I love doing these kinds of problems, so I hope you do too. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you again on Thursday.